Trust me, you're not ready for this. Imagine the richest company in the world, BlackRock preparing to buy up $9 trillion worth of XRP. This would be a massive move in the cryptocurrency world, one that could change the entire game for XRP holders. Experts believe that BlackRock's involvement could push the price of XRP to as high as $4,300 a number that most of us can't even wrap our heads around. Sounds mind-blowing, right? But here's the kicker. This video will blow your mind. We're diving into what's really going on behind the scenes and whether this rumor could become a reality. Music. Before we get into all the speculation and hype, let's start by explaining something fundamental. What exactly is an ETF? Well, an exchange-rated fund, or ETF, is like a basket that holds various assets, and investors can buy shares in that basket on a traditional stock exchange. It's a way to invest in assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even XRP without having to deal with the complexities of wallets or private keys. You simply invest in the basket, which is then managed by a fund, and it makes the asset accessible to everyone from everyday investors to massive institutional players. If BlackRock's were to back XRP with a spot ETF, it could cause a major influx of institutional capital pushing XRP to new heights. That's why the rumors about BlackRock's potential XRP ETF have everyone talking. If it happens, it could potentially lead to a price surge like we've never seen before. However, before you start dreaming about 4,300 XRP, let's look at the facts. As of today, there is no official filing from BlackRock's to launch an XRP ETF. In fact, the SEC's official filings page doesn't list any such application, and rumors about BlackRock's buying up trillions in XRP have surfaced before, only to be debunked in April 2025. For instance, a fake XRP trust filing under BlackRock's name briefly tricked the market before being exposed as false. So what's going on? The excitement around XRP is real, but let's not get ahead of ourselves right now. BlackRock has focused its efforts on Bitcoin and Ethereum, both of which have clearer regulatory paths and more established institutional support. CEO Larry Fink has publicly spoken about Bitcoin, calling it digital gold, but he hasn't shown any interest in XRP. The head of BlackRock's ETF division even stated that they're not actively looking at altcoins like XRP. So could BlackRock ever back XRP? Not today. But if Ripple wins its ongoing legal battle with the SEC and XRP gets the regulatory clarity it needs, the door could open. Historically, BlackRock tends to move into assets only once the legal and regulatory landscape is clear. If that moment comes for XRP, a spot ETF could be more than just a dream. It could be a game-changer. Music. But let's take a step back and focus on some of the wild predictions that are circulating. XRP has always been a controversial token, and many of its loyal holders are convinced that their time is coming. Some users have boldly claimed if BlackRock backs XRP, say goodbye to resistance levels, we're going orbital. Others are even suggesting that XRP could reach $100, $500, or even $2,000 per token. While this might sound a bit crazy, these kinds of predictions tap into the belief that XRP is on the brink of a massive breakout. For example, imagine this. A $20,000 investment at today's XRP price could get you around 8,400 XRP. If XRP were to hit $100 per token, that would be worth nearly $850,000. And at 500, your investment could skyrocket to over $4 million. So while the $2,000 per XRP prediction is a long shot, the potential for significant gains remains real. This optimism isn't just fueled by wild speculation, it's grounded in the deep belief that XRP holds massive potential. For example, a tweet from XRP Dragon boldly stated, "XRP will retire a lot of people." While some might laugh at the audacity of this statement, it really reflects the kind of belief that keeps the XRP community buzzing. XRP is seen not just as another cryptocurrency, but as a ticket to financial freedom. Many long-term holders are holding out hope that XRP will finally break free from its legal battles and take its place among the giants of digital finance. And it's not just about wild predictions. Experts are taking XRP seriously. One digital asset investor claimed that there's a 22-page paper not yet released that has analyzed XRP's price models and pegged its potential value anywhere between $5 and $4,300. Whether these models are accurate or not remains to be seen, but they reflect just how seriously some investors are taking XRP's future. So while it's easy to dismiss the wild predictions as overhyped, they do represent a growing belief in XRP's potential beyond the speculation. There are also, tangible signs that XRP is gaining traction in Japan. Over 50 banks have adopted the XRP ledger to process payments. This isn't just about speed, it's about fundamentally transforming the way money moves both inside Japan and Asia. Ross Borders, the XRP ledger, enables near-instant transactions with transparency and minimal costs, which is a major improvement over legacy systems like the Zen system used by Japan's traditional banking rails. When large institutions like these banks get involved, it's a clear sign that XRP is becoming more than just a speculative asset, it's gaining real-world utility. This adoption is important for XRP's price because, well, it creates demand for the token. The more XRP is used to facilitate transactions, the more valuable it becomes. And this isn't just a localized phenomenon. Ripple's success in Japan could be a stepping stone for further adoption worldwide. Imagine a future where banks across the globe use XRP to settle cross-border payments, and the demand for XRP tokens explodes as a result. This is the kind of future that many in the XRP community are hoping for. And then there's the whale activity recently. A Ripple whale moved a massive 26.6 million XRP worth around $58 million. To Coinbase, normally when whales make these big moves, it signals the possibility of a sell-off causing market anxiety. But this time, something unusual happened. XRP's price barely budged. This suggests that the market is maturing and that investors are becoming more confident in XRP's long-term prospects instead of causing panic. This massive transfer might be part of a larger strategic positioning by these big holders. It's a sign of growing confidence in XRP's future. And honestly, it could pave the way for even bigger price movements. So what do we make of all this? The rumors about BlackRock's investing $9 trillion in XRP are exciting. But as of today, they remain just that, rumors. There's no official XRP ETF filing from BlackRock's. And there's no sign that BlackRock's is actively pursuing an investment in XRP. Ripple wins its legal battle with the SEC and gains regulatory clarity. The possibility of BlackRock getting involved becomes more likely. If that happens, a spot ETF could be a game changer, and XRP could see a massive surge in price. For now, the XRP community remains hopeful. The legal battles may not be over, but Ripple's growing adoption, strategic partnerships, and increasing institutional interest are all positive signs for XRP's future. While we can't predict exactly when or how high XRP's price will go, it's clear that the token has real-world use cases and a passionate following that's ready for something big. So, what do you think? Are you bullish on XRP? Do you believe BlackRock could eventually back XRP with an ETF? Or is this just another speculative rumor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more updates on XRP and the world of cryptocurrency. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on XRP, BlackRock's, and everything crypto.